Vanessa, my name's Luke Smith. We talked 2 or 3 weeks ago about your property in Sanford, Florida, next to the 7-Eleven. I'm saying Privyek, so I'm guessing I got a Russian accent. I spent the summer of 2001 backpacking around Russia. Had lots of good times, friends, and different people from the school at the time. And so I think I have the right accent. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But you handed the phone over to your partner who answered questions about the property next to 7-Eleven. And you said, don't compete with 7-Eleven and restrictions like that. So I've been studying the property. I've been looking at it. And a friend of mine had sent this listing to me. He said, Luke, take a look at this property. This is your kind of property. There's traffic going off here. There's a bunch of traffic. And you're going to know who should use this property. So I've been studying it. I was calling you, asking questions. I've been studying it some more. And I've got a tenant that I just finished a lease with last night at about 1 in the morning here in California. This Florida tenant that they like these kinds of properties. I could use them. I could use that same lease I was working on last night. I could change the location. I could put those guys onto this property. I'm pretty darn sure of it. Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm a data-oriented decision maker when it comes to real estate. You can look me up all over the internet, lots of different trades and county records and things. So at the same time, I'd like to present it to this tenant that I'm working with. I'd like to present it to a bunch of other tenants that I like to work with and say, this is a good location for you. Here's how much business you should be able to do here. I'd like to finance the shop of building it for you, making it the right layout, the right color, the right style for your business in the best way possible, and charge you rent accordingly based on how much business I believe you should be able to do on this property based off my data of how much traffic is going to not only the 7-Eleven, but the other shops that are in the area, like the Wawa that's right over there as well. And I like to look at the people that are coming and going to those locations and track them back to what other locations are they going to? What other brands are they shopping at? If they shopped at that Wawa or if they shopped at that 7-Eleven last week, where did they shop the week before that? Where did they fill up for gas before that? And did they go to a convenience store? How much are they spending? If they stopped at the grocery store, which grocery store are they going to? If they're stopping at fast food in between the grocery store and the gas station, which ones are they going to? Are they doing it in this part of town or different parts of town? Are they living around here and maybe they're on a different outing and they're shopping at other brands they like to go to when they're on the other side of town that are not in this part of town? That's beautiful information. I like to build around that and show how many of those instances are happening in this marketplace of locals going to brands that are not in this marketplace, but they're visiting them when they're in other towns, in other parts of town, in other regions. And then they come back here and they bounce around. And if they had that brand right in front of them, they would go to it. They would take their family there. They would take their friends there. They would carry the drink or the cup or the logo with them, and other people in the area would see it and want to go check it out as well. That kind of brand recognition is a beautiful thing, and I think that's what this property needs. It's hard to sell a vacant property without a tenant, and so I'm asking for some time in the offer that I'm making to purchase this property to talk to those tenants and piece them together with this property. And when they say, yes, Luke, let's do it again, let's do it here, let's make it happen, I would like to close with you as fast as I can and go work out the details with them from there. If you're open to that kind of offer, please take a look at my offer included with this video. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm not very good at Russian. I've spent time in Russia. I used to know more Russian, but you might be able to give me a little bit of Russian. A little bit's okay. A lot, I'm gonna have to go back to English. So, Privyet, Nostrovia, those kinds of things, sure. Let me know what kind of questions you have. I'll try to answer. And if you're still watching this video, thank you. If you're interested in the data-driven approach to real estate like I'm talking about, please take a look at the link that's in the description of this video. It'll take you back to my little website. And on there, we have a lot of like-minded people talking about real estate deals and real estate moves that they're making on a data-driven way and how to come up with that data, how to put it together, how to read it, how to understand it, how to make the deals happen. If that's something you're interested in, I'd love to talk to you and work with you more on that too. I learn by teaching, and that means a lot to me. It helps me grow my toolbox to tackle more properties out in the future. Feel free to join me there. It's free. So the link is in the description of this YouTube video. It'll take you back to that website. There's also a DM message there. If you want to direct message me with a board, you can go back and forth on it. We do live calls. So you can jump into the live sessions and maybe learn something. Maybe you teach me something. It's collaborative, right? And it's free. And if you're interested in financing these properties, you'd like to own them later on after they've turned into a brand and they're going to pay rent for the rest of forever and kick out depreciation and things like that. I'd love to talk to you about that too. I've got a bunch of them in the pipeline. I'd like to hand off, recapitalize, be able to make more offers like this. That would be much appreciated too. If you're interested in that, feel free to look at my website, ruralvacantland.com. My contact information is there, as well as a bunch of other properties I've traded over the years, the smaller dollar properties. But my contact information is there, and you can reach out to me and ask me about the properties. You can tell me what it is, what kind of stuff you want to own. I might have it. Be like, well, this one or that one, I could move partners around this way, that way, or make it yours in one way or another, the whole thing or part of it, or lots of different ways. If I know what you're looking for, feel free to reach out. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Either way, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like these kinds of videos, hit subscribe. It means a lot to me. Either way, hopefully I see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.